Hey guys, Rob here again with supplementcritique.com, and in today's review we're going to be talking about a joint relieving supplement called Arthrozene. I'm going to talk a little bit about the product first before I dive into my personal results. So anyways, I actually came across Arthrozene while I was skimming through yahoo.com one day this past summer. I saw an ad that kind of caught my eye, and I decided to click on it, and it took me to a page that talked about how great Arthrozene is for helping to relieve joint pain. It went through to their website, and according to them, Arthrozene is an all-natural joint relief supplement that is designed to help attack joint pain and stiffness at the root. Those root causes include things like arthritis, fibromyalgia, gout, and osteoarthritis. And as anyone suffering from these conditions can tell you, it's clearly not fun. According to them, the ingredients in Arthrozene have been clinically tested to help decrease inflammation, slow down cartilage degradation, and increase lubrication of the joints. Their full ingredients is actually surprisingly short. It only contains 3 of them. You have Epresflex, which is essentially a trademark version of Boswellia serrata, which is a tree found native to India. Epresflex has been clinically studied as an anti-inflammatory agent, amongst other benefits like an improvement in respiratory and digestive function. Another unique ingredient is actually chicken comb extract, which is apparently included in the formula because of its high content of hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid has numerous health benefits, but it's included in the Arthrozene formula because it's been clinically studied to help relieve joint pain in people with osteoarthritis. There's actually been specific clinical studies conducted for chicken comb extract that have shown a remarkable improvement in the quality of life when it comes to relieving joint pain. And I'm actually going to put a link to that study below the video here in case you're interested. Next up on our ingredients list is B2 Cool, which is a natural ingredient supplying native type 2 collagen. B2 Cool is used to help improve tissue strength in your joints and has also been shown in 2 studies to reduce pain and inflammation, as well as improve mobility of joints in those with osteoarthritis. Again, I'm going to put a link to that study below in case you're interested in reading more on that. So ever since I initially wrote my preliminary review of Arthrozene, I've had a ton of people come to me and ask whether or not it can help with a host of different conditions. Those conditions range from knee pain caused by knee replacement, joint pain caused by surgeries, and even some people with hip replacement pain. The problem is we really don't know if Arthrozene can help specifically with issues like this. We've checked with the manufacturer's website, and they don't make any claims that it can help to treat specific conditions. With that said, we have had numerous people come to the site and leave their own review, and the vast majority of them are actually very positive. For example, Lori writes the following.
So I ordered this product to help my 84-year-old mother who had just had hip replacement and was told she would need a knee replacement as well. Also, my husband has cancer and spinal stenosis and has not been able to use his massage chair. I have a bad knee caused from standing and grooming dogs. We've all started to use the product, and within 3 days my mother and I have had great results. We are not popping and cracking, and now I can get down on the floor and get up without much help. My mother also has more flexibility. As for my husband, his back is not bothering him as much, but part of his back problems are from cancer, and this doesn't affect the new cancer drug he's on. Since adding this to his treatment plan, he's now moving better. We believe in using as many natural products as possible, and previously we were using glucosamine, chondroitin, and MSM. Even using 6 to 8 pills a day wasn't giving any relief. We have all been using this now for 2 weeks. I am now pain-free, and my mother and husband are greatly improved. I am impressed with our results from Arthrozene.
The vast majority of the Arthrozene reviews posted on our site have pretty much echoed the same sentiment. And I have to say, after personally testing it out, I can tell you that it does seem to work fairly well for a little bit. For those of you that haven't been following my reviews, I'm actually an avid beach volleyball player. I've been playing at the semi-pro level for the last 10 years or so. I've actually been playing volleyball since I was probably around 14 years old, and I can't really begin to tell you what kind of an impact the sport has on your joints. It's just the constant sprinting, jumping. It can really start to wear you down, especially if you're doing it like 4 or 5 days a week in deep sand. This wasn't a problem when I was in my early 20s, but we all know how that goes. I received a 30-count bottle of Arthrozene about a month ago, and I've been taking it daily on an empty stomach. For the first few days, I didn't really notice much of anything. I generally will take 2 Advil upon waking up, and 2 more Advil about an hour before bed to help relieve some of that pain. One thing I did notice, though, within about a week of starting my trial with Arthrozene, I did start to notice that I really didn't need that evening dose of Advil anymore. I actually didn't even realize it until one night I was reading, and I just kind of realized that I hadn't taken any Advil, but I didn't have any of the usual aches and pains that I would have at that point of the day. So I ended up skipping my Advil dose that night, and I wanted to see if I actually woke up with more pain than usual. When I got up, I felt a little bit of aches and pain, but nowhere near what I normally do. I didn't skip my morning Advil dose, but I could tell that my aches were significantly reduced from what they normally are. And this is kind of where the apparent benefits seem to taper down for some reason. I fast forwarded to about week 3 or so of my test, and for whatever reason, the effects just seemed to kind of start wearing off. It was almost like kind of when I first started it, I needed to, continue taking Advil twice a day, and the Arthrozene, for whatever reason, just wasn't cutting it any longer. I have no idea what could have caused that. The only thing I could think of is that maybe my body had built up some sort of an immunity to the ingredients or something. I'm not really sure. Anyways, in conclusion, from having tested it out for just about a month, I'm still a little bit torn on making a recommendation. The reviews that I've been pouring in have been nothing but stellar in general, and I'm just a little surprised that it didn't work as well for myself. With that said, Arthrozene does seem to work for about 90% of the people that have tried it. So if you have the spare cash, I would definitely recommend giving it a shot, if you're sitting on the fence. Anyways, that's pretty much all I have for Arthrozene. If you have any questions on the product, you can leave them in the comment section towards the bottom of the page, or you can send me an email to contact@supplementcritique.com, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. And that's all for now, and I'll be back soon with another review. Take care.